My 24F future mother-in-law, 50F, wants to postpone mine and my fiancé's wedding by up to 12 years because his father is going to prison. From r/best-of Redditor updates. Original post July 1, 2015. So my future father-in-law has just had 2 more Class X felonies to his record and is looking at 10 to 12 years in prison. My fiancé and I have a 6-month-old daughter, and have been planning a wedding that was supposed to be in September of this year. My future mother-in-law is trying to convince my fiancé to force me into postponing the wedding and even went as far as saying that we can't have any more children until her husband is out of prison so that he doesn't miss anything. I feel sick thinking about waiting 10 to 12 more years to marry someone that I've been with for 7 years already. I definitely don't want to postpone having more children just so that he doesn't miss it. Am I insane? I mean, my daughter could be 12 by the time she sees him again, and I'm not waiting 12 more years to grow our family. We already have a venue, my dress, invitations have been sent, I have family flying into town. I may be selfish here, but I just don't feel as though we should be punished just because his father decided that being a criminal was more important than watching his first granddaughter grow up, and watching his only son get married. I just feel as though he should have been thinking of his family. My fiancé has a sister that will turning 10, and she could be 22 by the time he's out. Should she not graduate or go to college or get her license so that her dad doesn't miss it while he's serving time for his 6th felony? I just don't know how I'm supposed to tell my future mother-in-law, absolutely not. I will not wait 12 years to do what we've been planning for years, and to give my daughter a sibling someday. Relevant comments. Commenter. Nope. You and your child come before his father. Your fiancé should know that by now. She is acting like a small child throwing a tantrum. Life goes on. Maybe you can move it up so he can see it before he gets incarcerated, but that's your decision. I did move my wedding up so that my 90-plus-year-old father-in-law could be there. He passed away less than 2 years later and having him there was wonderful. This is your husband's conversation to have. OP. He's already been arrested. We are waiting for his sentence to be decided. We find out next week. The only way we would be seeing him is through a TV screen talking through a phone. Commenter. What were the felonies? And his 6th felony? WTF, so his career is basically being a criminal? OP. Basically. He has no career. He has income though. Which is drugs. Commenter. Considering he only got a 12-year sentence for a Class X felony, I'm inclined to agree. OP. On the upper end of 100 to 200 grams of cocaine. Update. I spoke to my fiancé about this, and he had no idea that his mother was planning on this. I basically stated it as a "you're not really planning on agreeing to this, are you?" And I got a hell no in return. He basically said he doesn't even plan on visiting his father and said he needs to deal with the consequences of being an idiot. He's going to plan on telling his mother to F off. The end. Update, next day. Fun facts. No, this is not made up. The fact that I would make this up is ridiculous. But anyway, not my point. This will actually be the 3rd extended prison sentence he has had since my fiancé was born. So my MIL of all people should know that life doesn't stop when you're married to a criminal. My MIL told my SIL that she was planning on asking us to hold off, and my SIL is the one who spilled the beans to me. The reason I was worried that it would be an issue is because my SIL told me very nonchalantly, "Oh, Mom is going to ask you guys to postpone the wedding until Dad gets out. She really doesn't want you to have another baby because Dad would go crazy that he missed it." She said it so calmly and normally, as if to tell me that this was an average request. My fear was that my fiancé would agree because if his sister seemed so unfazed, maybe he would too. I wasn't sure how their lives were while his father was in prison the first 2 times, he doesn't like talking about it. So it made me feel like the insane one to think that her request was absolute bullshit. Sorry for the missing info, I have a 6-month-old who gives me about T-15 minutes to use my phone. So I didn't get a Chavez to reply to the 1,000 messages in my inbox. My fiancé has talked to his mother and basically stated that it's not happening. She's going to have to deal with it. There's no way we are waiting, and he plans to not visit his dad. That's really when she blew up. He didn't say much of what was said after that, just told me that it was taken care of and that was that. Last update was 10 years ago, so hopefully there hasn't been any more drama.